This week in the house is Oyo week. Is either you win on your own or you lose on your own. Neo has already started today by winning 500,000 naira courtesy of Indomie. Indomie has come to the house again. These housemates are really enjoying, because last year I don't think brands were coming twice. This time around we've seen 4 brands come to the house two times. In fact, if you're in this house till this time, you cannot have anything less than 2 million naira. I think all the housemates now have gathered more than 2 million naira. So it's not a case of one person takes it all. The brands are helping others to take money home. So guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, please do well to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you can get notified each time I post a video. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. This video shout out goes to Ife Eshan and Mohinwe Reniwe Mohonde. I have to get the name because the name was refusing to stick in my head. Reniwe Mohonde. That doesn't sound like a Nigerian name, but a big shout out to you guys, and 2 crates of malts for you guys, and a carton of munchies. Let me share munchies again today. Thanks for supporting. So for the Indomie task today, I feel like it's going to last the whole day because Big Brother did not give them any particular thing that they're going to do for their wager, and today is Thursday and they've already done one part of the Indomie task. The other part is still ongoing and they have 2 hours to make an outfit and also to cook. So maybe they're just going to keep doing the Indomie task for today, but they've already concluded the first part, which is the part that Neo won 500,000 naira. They were asked to go to the arena with their Indomie outfits and stuff. So in the arena, first of all, they told them to put their pictures on like a board that had to do with different personalities. So you just pick the one that fits your personality and they just put their pictures there. They just told them to use the spice that they like the most. So some of them chose Tricky chose coconut, Lekon chose bell pepper. So this is kind of like ingredient selection. They were selecting ingredients, and later they unveiled the personalities that you will now see. Okay, this is what describes my personality, this is what describes me and stuff. That was later on, but the main game that they started with was this round stuff that you throw something like a ring into a pointed stuff. Then the person that gets the highest number of the person that puts the highest number of rings inside the cone wins. So Neo is the one that won this part. All of them were just throwing. We didn't even get any of her rings inside the cone. So Neo won 500,000 naira. Big Brother told him that he's going to be his assistant for winning this part of the task. He's going to be like an assistant Big Brother. You know that they don't have ninjas this set, so Neo was chosen to be his assistant Big Brother. He's going to coordinate every other thing that's going to happen throughout the day in terms of Indomie.
Neo,
yes, Big Brother,
you will be rewarded with the cash prize of 500,000 naira.
Thank you, Big Brother. Thank you, Indomie.
He didn't even like jump or jubilate. These housemates these days, when they hear 500,000 naira, when they hear money that is not up to 1 million naira, they just used to do thank you Biggie, thank you Indomie. They want so much money in that house. Maybe they've been hearing once when you hear things like, oh, car, 1 million naira, a trip to Dubai, you know, then you now hear 500,000 naira. So now be doing like, it's okay. They are not serious. So they've now gone in to do the second part of the task. That's it for the Indomie task. I'm going to come back and like give you guys an update of the remaining parts of the task. So this afternoon, while they were waiting to go in for their Indomie task, Nengi went to OZO'S bed to take a nap, just their afternoon nap. This is the first time that I am seeing that happen. Normally it's also that even in the afternoon, like if there's any time that you see anybody in anybody's bed, it's usually also that goes to Nengi's bed. So even in the afternoon, okay, she doesn't allow him come to her bed in the night. It's in the afternoon, and if that happens, it's Ozo on Nengi's bed. So for the first time I was seeing Nengi on Ozo's bed, I was like, what's happening here? What's going on here? So I don't know what led to that. I just saw them there. They were just talking. They were not sleeping at the time. They were trying to sleep. Nengi was trying to sleep, Ozo was trying to sleep, but she was a bit restless. I think it's because of one or two things, women things. Now she now stood up and went to take care of herself, then came back and lay down on the bed. She was still very restless. So I don't know why. She told him that she doesn't like his bed. It wasn't like every time you're always complaining about my bed, you're always complaining about my. See, at this point keeping up with, I'm going to call this keeping up with the ozone ship, because these people are very dramatic. Every day they're bringing one drama or the other. So right now we're keeping up with the ozone ship. So Nengi was now there. The next thing, she now saw his bed. She now saw his duvet. She was not like, see C0M stains here. That every time she's always seeing C0M stains on his duvet.
See, I always see C0M stains on this your blanket also. every single time. Now see all these ones.
From us was now like saying that, oh, so what are you trying to say? Like, where is it coming from? She was like, do I know? She just kept checking, going through the duvet thoroughly. Then she now even had to ask Neo that, is it not stains that I'm seeing here? Neo was now looking with this kind of eye like, you don't even know what is going on in this house. Like, the way he was looking, you feel like, even Neo yourself, if like things they go on for in that guy's side, you know that they've not been showing us things in this house, and I'm very, very sure that things have been happening, especially with Neo and V, but they don't even show us that side. Not even small movement on that duvet. Are you trying to tell me that since the beginning of the season, when they were getting like very emotional and romantic with each other, things were happening then and they were showing us? So nothing has happened since then. Kayode, respect yourself. So Nengi now continued with her whole talk of like what she was seeing on his bed. The next thing she now said, in fact, that she's going to her own bed, that if he wants to stay on the same bed, he should come to her bed. I'm just looking at this and be like, hey, Nengi is dramatic, Sha. That's what I'm going to say. She said she's going to her bed, then she later moved to her bed, then also now turned and now faced her bed. So it was like their faces were closed. They were on different beds, but their faces were closed. That's how they now continued. Meanwhile, in the morning, when Big Brother gave Ozo like a warning for his microphone, he was like, Ozo, be sure that you're wearing your microphone well. Then Nengi now came from the kitchen to come and adjust his microphone for him. She was just there. She now helped him shift it. She now even dusted stuff from his shirt. I'm like, hey, you guys, I mean, this week I don't understand what's going on. I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe it's either the likeness she has for Ozo is growing. We don't know why. We don't know why it's happening like that and why it's happening this week. I don't want to make assumptions because I'm not in her mind. I'm not in her head. I don't know what she's reasoning. So any other thing that we are saying is just us making assumptions. So I don't know. Me, I'm just watching and seeing what is going on and updating you guys on how everything is happening. So apparently she used to be caring to him before, even like normal, if they finish eating, she carry plate, go to the kitchen, she cooks for him sometimes. Like normally that's what she does, but this time around it's like heightened kind of care. I'm here for this. I'm all for this. I'm watching everything as it's going. Then this afternoon, Lekon, Trikiti, and Dorothy, they were having a conversation about their followers outside the house, what they left before they entered the house. And Lekon was saying that on Instagram he had 3,000 followers. Trikiti said he had 15. Dorothy said she had 210 and 400 and something. My mom was like, if you guys come out and see your followers, especially Lekon, it's looking like he's going to come out and meet 1 million followers. First in history is this happening in Big Brother. Every year, the speed with which people's followers increase outside the house is more for every year. Because last year, I know that Messi did not have up to 1 million before she got out of the house. Last 2 years, Miracle even had less than, like, it wasn't as much as Messi's own. I think every year it just keeps increasing. This time around they're going to see 1 million followers before he leaves the house. That's like very, very crazy. That's major something. So I was just looking at them when they were talking about the whole followership outside the house. When they come out, they are going to be beyond shocked, especially Lekon. Even Dorothy is going to be very shocked because she's almost on 700,000 naira. 700,000 followers. I say 700,000 naira. So that's it, Sha, for those inside the house. What's even happening outside the house, Save? Okay, so I saw a video where Lucy was talking about Erica. She had an interview outside the house.
Differently, what I enjoy is different from what you enjoy. I wasn't watching the whole show. I was just seeing certain people, and I didn't say it was a relationship thing about both of them dating. I was referring to the way they play. That was what I said. Play. You just see two of them running around that time, just chasing each other around. It was just funny for me. I just liked watching. That was all I said. I did not say relationship. I don't know how people concluded. It wasn't just play. Oh. Okay.
And then you said something again that you said to Erica in the house. Like, were you trying to incite something when you said that to Erica? What particularly did you even say to Erica?
Play. This is the same thing we're talking about. It's the same thing. I just told Erica that I prefer, like, what I find fun to see is Nengi playing with Kid Wire. I didn't say relationship. Wow. I didn't say dating.
You preferred seeing Kid Wire with Nengi to
playing.
Okay. You know, before she said there's an interview that she had with DSTV, and she was like, she feels like she might have contributed to Erica's outburst when she told Erica that she enjoys seeing Kid Wire with Nengi. She enjoys seeing Kid Wire and Nengi more than she enjoys seeing them together. That's Erica and Kid Wire. She told Erica this. So now it's almost as if they have they finished. if you see how people went attacked Lucy for that statement, it was a lot. That's in fact, they attacked both Lucy, Nengi for the statement, because Lucy was like, have you seen Nengi? That's the talk that brought about, have you seen Nengi? So this time around in the interview, it was almost as if she was being very cautious with what she was saying. She was like, it's just play. I'm like, no, that's not what you said. That's not really what you said. You said you enjoy seeing them together. There was no play in that statement you added before. But although I don't like the way the attack came, like, she made a statement, yes, you condemn the statement and move on. Not to, I even heard that her page was hacked. Like, they went people online can be very toxic, especially when it comes to people Nigeria fans. And Twitter is a very, very, very scary place. If you just do anything to a particular fan base, even when it comes to, like, in fact, almost all the fan bases, they have toxic people in them. They have people that take things to heart to the very fullest. So I wasn't surprised when all of that was happening to Lucy, and she just had to come. She even came online to apologize. Let me try and read out the apology message that she put out. She was like, I hate being wrong. I was wrong and I apologize to all the individuals who took offense. I'm sorry, but for those who still want to drag, I am your bag of rice, dear. Oh my god, Lucy can be funny sometimes. I just saw that message. I'm like, I actually like the way the apology came. It's a form of, like, it's a funny kind of apology. You just want to look at it and like, oh, okay, oh, that's nice, you're forgiving and stuff. So I don't know whether people are still dragging her. I don't know. I know that some people take those things too far. Like, just say something and move on, not to keep dragging. She said she's the people's bag of rice. But that's it, for Lucy and Erica's matter. This is the point where I drop my pen. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye, love you.